Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, and in today's video, we are doing an NFL mock draft, the final one before the NFL draft kicks off on Thursday night. In this video, I'm joined with my friends Tyler and Andrew, and Tyler is the first pick, and we go every 3 picks like that. So it's Tyler, then me, and then Andrew at 3. Before we get into this, do you guys have anything to say?
Yeah, Tyler Moss NFL on Twitter. So instead of roasting me in the comments, I'll be roast me in my DMs so you can make me cry without anyone else seeing. So I love you, except if you're a 49er fan. I'm ready to kick this off.
You got anything to say, Andrew?
I just want to say that's great to be here, and I'm ready to get this done.
Okay. All right. So the first pick of the draft is obviously the Cincinnati Bengals, and they are not moving off of this trade. I just talked over Andrew. I just alphaed him. So what is the Cincinnati Bengals going to do here, Tyler?
I thought you would have picked them by now. Come on, do I gotta spell it out? Jeez, they're gonna trade back with the Patriots, and Patriots are gonna get Burrow, and they'll never be bad again. That's it.
Yeah, that's definitely what's gonna happen. All right.
Makes sense.
All right, so obviously the fucking Cincinnati Bengals draft Joe Burrow. There's no reason for them to have drafted anyone else. Legitimately, if they trade the only way that they even don't pick him is if they trade for all of the Dolphins picks, and there's just no shot that happens. So now we're at number 2. It's my pick, and it's obviously Chase Young. There's no one else to even debate here. Chase Young out of Ohio State joins the Washington Redskins. Now at number 3, it is Andrew's turn, but I'm going to out-alpha him yet again, and we have to trade because the Dolphins have to pick Tua here. Do you disagree?
I do not disagree. I am okay with that because my guy's still going to be on the board. And so we get some extra picks for this team because all 3 of us know that they really need all the help they can get. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, in past drafts, I mean, it's just evident that teams trade up for quarterbacks. Even when the value isn't really there, it's just what happens in all drafts.
Mitch Trubisky.
It's just shit that happens, and teams go up and get their guys so they don't lose the opportunity. So that's what the Dolphins are going to do. Sure, they could sit back and wait for Herbert, but why? The value's not there. Go get your quarterback. Go get Tua with this pick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's people saying that the Dolphins, they want to draft Herbert. I think that's just a straight-up smokescreen. It's like the Giants saying they're going to draft Tua. That's not going to happen. The Giants are going to draft someone completely different. You haven't seen that?
No. Oh, my God. Who's saying that?
No, they're like Shermer's trying to put up a smokescreen on us. So at number 4, the New York Football Giants are up. Tyler, it is your pick yet again.
Yeah, so Shermer needs to fire himself. The guy's an absolute clown. I'm going to go with the most realistic. Yeah, they're a joke franchise. I'm going to go with the team with a player that I think they're most likely going to take. It's true they need their offensive line. I know it. That's what I want to go with. But I'm going to go with the most realistic option that's going to happen. And I think they're going to go Isaiah Simmons here, linebacker from Clemson.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, realistically, if you're the Giants GM, coach, whoever the fuck's going to make this decision, you should protect Saquon. You should protect Daniel Jones before he ends up dying on the field, just like Eli Manning did. Andrew, what are your thoughts on that pick?
Well, considering who their GM is, which I believe it's David Gettleman, correct?
Just call him dumbass.
All right, so yeah. I don't think they'll make the right pick here, so I think they'll end up going offensive tackle. And especially with Jason Garrett, since, he likes to draft them offensive linemen. But in this case, they're probably going to make the wrong pick and not draft an all-pro like he did in Dallas. So,
okay.
So the Cowboys aren't smart, and neither is Jason Garrett. Fuck the Cowboys, 8-8.
All right, so now, Andrew, you're up because we traded. So what are you thinking here for the Lions at number 5 after moving away to get Mr. Tua? The Dolphins did, and now they're 5.
Besides pick 1 and pick 2, I think this is one of the most obvious picks in the whole draft. Go with Jeff Okudah, corner from Ohio State, because they just need help. They just need help.
They need help everywhere. Come on.
That's even quarterback. I mean, but we're not even going to go there.
So, Andrew, I'm about to kill you. Matt Stafford's still a good quarterback. He's just hurt. I love you, Matt. He's from Georgia. Wait, no, you're a Miami fan. Never mind. You wouldn't get it. Now, Okudah's a need because defense is a need. They gotta just go all over on defense. What pick did you trade the Dolphins to move up? The 5 and the what?
And the second-round pick. The early second-round pick.
So yeah, early second-round pick. You're still finding yourself maybe another elite corner if you really just want to just double down on that.
Like A.J. Terrell.
Yeah, I think he's first round in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, a guy slips like that. I know it's crazy stack corner. There's a lot of other needs that team has, so start filling them because you've got a long way to go.
Yeah, for sure. Now we are at number 6, and now it is Tyler's pick. Tyler, what are you looking at here for the LA
You wish it
Superchargers?
was my pick.
It's my
It's
pick,
Andrew's
right?
pick. My bad.
Yeah, it's
He was
my
going
pick.
back to back. Michael
It's
Jordan,
my
96, 97 is your pick.
Well, from what I've heard, that the for some reason the Chargers are going to want to roll with Tyrod Taylor for like a season or two, which that's idiotic for me. So
Tyrod's better than Baker. Big facts.
I can see them taking Tristan Wirfs here from Iowa. Give some protection.
Lyman. I agree. They can go with the right tackle. That's what Wirfs says is a true right tackle. In my opinion, he's the best guy on my out of the 4. Then I got Wills, Thomas, and then Becton. I absolutely love that move for them. It seems like just a glove fit. Hashtag OJ didn't the glove didn't fit for OJ. So unlike that, the Chargers, that's a great pairing for them. They don't need Herbert. They don't. Not right now. It's just not a good value for them.
Tyler, one question. So when you say that Tristan Wirfs is the best guy in your board, are you talking about like day one start, he's going to be the best out of all of them, or like eventually, like when you look back at the draft class in like 5 to 10 years, like you can say that he's the best?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going at. I think they're all going to be really close right out of the gate. I think Becton will just be a touch bit behind. Not that he can't grow into that, but I think Thomas is very well developed. He could start on the field immediately and put up just as much production as Wills and Wirfs there. But I think long term, I think Wirfs has probably the best career. Although really, this class is so loaded, I think all of them could have very long term careers.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. So now it is actually Tyler's pick with the Carolina Panthers after the LA Superchargers picked Tristan Wirfs, O-tackle, Iowa.
Yeah, so I know the Jaguars are going to take Derek Brown if I don't do it, and I know the Cardinals really have no reason to move up here. So any interest in Carolina moving down isn't really something I'm looking at. So Derek Brown's my pick. It's a wonderful pick. Now, obviously, if Okuda's here, I may dabble in that. But Derek Brown is just best defensive player there. He's an absolute stud from Auburn. I mean, he just causes issues. That whole Auburn defensive line was absolutely dominant last year. And he was the forefront of it, always being double teamed. It got Nick Coe, Marlon Davidson more opportunities to go make plays. And he was still disruptive with double teams. I really like Derek Brown a lot.
Mm-hmm. Now, it is after you selected Derek Brown to the Carolina Panthers. It's my pick as the Arizona Cardinals. Now, to me, I'm not some type of O-tackle expert. Whoever the Cardinals believe is the best offensive tackle, that's who they're going to draft here, whether it's Thomas, Becton, or Wills. I'm going to go with the guy that I've read is the best, and I'm going to go with Becton, even though I don't think Tyler would have picked him. He probably would have went with someone different. But with that said.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone with Thomas, but it was Becton or Thomas for me because I really – Wills was the right tackle for a reason. He moved to right tackle for Tua. Again, that's protecting the blind side for the left-handed quarterback. So it's not a ridiculously hard transition, but it is a new side of the line. It's different footwork. So you could probably see errors, at least initially, from Wills on the switch around. So go with yourself a true left tackle that's going to function for you. So, yeah, Becton or Thomas, so that's on you.
Okay, so I went with Mr. Mekhi Becton here to the Arizona Cardinals. Now Andrew is up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are you thinking here?
Honestly, from what I've heard, that the Falcons, they really want to trade up. I don't have the Falcons pick, but I feel like one of the teams that could potentially trade down is the Jaguars. So if anybody who has the Falcons wants to field any offers, I'd be open to trade talks for the number 9 pick.
That's you, Tyler.
That's me. See, okay, so my personal opinion is I think they're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on Henderson. I don't think Henderson leaves the top 10. So, yeah, the Falcons moving up is definitely feasible. But I honestly feel like they're in such a position to go ahead and take CJ Henderson. Sure, they can get Gladney or Fulton a little bit later. But around their 20 pick, you're not going to see those two guys. You're going to start seeing the Terrells, the Diggs. I think you lose out on the opportunity to get a really solid corner. So, yeah, the Falcons would love to trade up, but I don't know if Jacksonville would do it.
So what you're saying is that potentially if they can't trade up and get CJ Henderson, that they may trade back.
Well, I would openly trade for that pick right now if you were willing. I mean, I'm not sure.
Let's go. Trade talks. Come on, let's go.
All right. Hey, if you want to do it, let's do it because the Falcons will 100% do that.
Let's do it. Come on, trade talk, baby.
So we're moving the
Oh.
Jaguars up for the Falcons pick? Or the Falcons
Yes.
up for the Jaguars pick. Okay, whatever. Same shit.
Do
different
I have
day.
the Falcons? Yeah, I do have the Falcons pick.
Yeah, you
Let's
do.
roll.
All right, let me find
Honestly,
the Falcons. ABCs.
And again, I know Jacksonville. I mean, you see how many picks they have. They're just building capital. That's plenty okay. I would definitely give the 3. I mean, at least.
Okay, would you
you're looking
accept
at
this?
with 7 pick.
I would say throw in a 4th for me. Yeah, the 143. Yeah, not their
In
119
all
to
honesty,
143.
I don't think I'd be willing to do that. Their capital is so damn thin that sitting with 4 picks for CJ Henderson when their whole defense needs to be revamped. I would be more or less if I'm the Falcons.
Okay, you know what? Let's try the 1 and 3. Let's try it.
I'm a manipulator.
All right, let's see.
I want to be a baller.
The Falcons accepted it. So now
Thank you for accepting my offer, Tyler.
Absolutely rated the man. CJ Henderson's the pick. They need quarterback bad. It's just an injury-prone secondary that definitely needs to be touched up. Obviously, they need pass rushers badly as well. It took until the very end of the season for them to finally piece together a competent pass rush. So they need that as well. Overall, their passing defense was horrendous, and any addition is good. Make the addition of getting CJ Henderson here.
All right, sounds good. So now we are up at number 10 with the Cleveland Browns. What are we thinking here?
Is this?
It's you.
It is indeed me. So look at that.
Once again.
Well, technically, I stole Andrew's pick. So you know what? I'm a dealer and wheeler. So I'm gonna full send that. Cleveland Browns sitting here. 2 offensive tackles are still there. There's no way in hell they're leaving this round without one. But it would be classic Browns to do something like get Delpit here, who I still love. But they got to go with one of the tackles. So who do I want? Well, Jack Conklin's there to play the right tackle position. Love that pickup. That's absolutely beautiful. So getting Jedrick Wills would really not make too much sense. So you go Andrew Thomas here. You get yourself a true left tackle to complete your line. Baker will still throw a bunch of picks, though, even when he's not put on his ass.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. But the Browns are going to run the ball about a zillion times, and Andrew Thomas should help them do that. So now number 11 is my pick. The Jumbo Jets are up to make their pick. And to me, even though as I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm not a Jets fan, if I was the Jets, realistically, I would pick a tackle. But they're not going to do that. They are dumb. They are dense. They are going to go with the wide receiver. They want the flashy guy. So it's either Ruggs, Lamb, or Judy. I think when we did this last time, we went with Judy. I could see Lamb or Judy going there. I don't know why they would draft Ruggs. I mean, Ruggs is just fast as fuck, so maybe Adam Gase does love his speed. So, you know what I'm saying? That was a solid
because
joke.
Sam Darnold overthrows everybody, so they need a guy.
Yeah, that is true.
Listen, they're not going to go offensive tackle. That's just too smart. Why would they go with position need? Why would they want to protect their franchise quarterback? That's not Adam Gase. Don't tell him what to do. I would definitely consider moving the Bucs up here. I don't know if I have their pick, but
I have the Bucs and the Jets.
I would move it. I would, because if you're the Jets, you can acquire a pick here and you're still getting a wide receiver. And if you're the Bucs, you will overpay, even though it's a 3. Learn your alphabet, bud. Come on. Even though it's a 3 pick jump, it is 100% worth it to get the last tackle in this class. I 100% back it.
So do you think? What do you think?
Grandpa Brady.
I would do a 3, and I mean, well,
a 1 and 3.
I would do a 3 and a 1 and 3. It's only 3 picks, but I mean the Bucs. I would 100% see them overpaying. What? Oh, fuck you.
All right, no, we'll switch it. We'll switch it. Just
switch it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch.
Yeah, and if you guys are gonna say, Tyler, you're manipulating the system. Fuck you to the one guy that commented that. I'm gonna put you through a fucking table. Not manipulating, because we're all genuinely agreeing that it's actual value for both teams. And if you're the Jets and you can move back just 3 picks and still get your guy, hell yeah. And if you're the Bucs, you're overpaying for it. I know they will, because that's just the one glaring need that they could polish up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want old man Brady getting his ass torn up because your offensive line can't stop someone. So we're going to go with Justin Herbert here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just kidding. Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle.
You almost got me.
For Alabama here. You got to protect old man Tom Brady. You don't want him leaving there in a wheelchair. So now at number 12, the Las Vegas Raiders are up to pick.
Raiders. The fucking Raiders.
Okay. You know, all these mock drafts I watch, read, listened to. it always has them taking either Ruggs, Lamb, or Judy. But let's take a trip down memory lane.
Whoa, I don't like
Pick
this.
number 4 last year. We all thought it was going to be anybody but Cleveland Farrell.
If this fucker says AJ Terrell, I'm going to put him through a wall.
Justin Herbert.
No, why? Oh my God. I'm going to kill you, Andrew. That's strike 4.
No, just hear me out. Hear me out. I've heard rumors that they've been thinking about, Love at 19, but Love is too much of a he's too much of a risk for Mike Mayock, and I feel like if Gruden and Mayock don't do a good job, they won't have a job. So they need to go out and find that quarterback that they think is a guaranteed winner, and I see them thinking that's Justin Herbert.
I mean, we did this in a mock before. We traded the Raiders up to pick Herbert, and they absolutely ate our ass in the comment
They
section.
fucking hate us for this shit.
Eat me.
All right, they were hate. All right, so we're gonna pick him here because it's Andrew's pick. But personally, I think they pick Ruggs here. Ruggs is a fucking beast. The guy is so fast, and I think that would help fit for the Raiders. So that's who I would go with. Who would you go with, Tyler?
Andrew, you dense private school motherfucker. I fucking hate you right now.
Love you too, buddy.
I 100% go wide receiver. What the fuck, Andrew? My God. You're going to get me roasted. They always come after me. They're going to call Nick a dumbass. They're going to say they're going to unfollow, and that's just hurts him. That's not even fair.
No, it's okay. At number 13, the San Francisco 49ers are up to bat the Super Bowl losing team, the team that is one of the worst teams in the NFL, as we currently believe. We don't actually believe that, but you 49ers fans think we do believe that. So at number 13, the 49ers are up. Whose pick is this?
This is mine. Nick, I do have a question for you. Who's the washed cornerback that's playing for them that used to play for Seattle?
What's his name? The guy who hates Michael Crabtree, Mr. What's his name? Richard Sherman. That guy sucks.
Who's the knockoff Tom Brady quarterback that they have? They're paying too much money for.
Did he get burned in the Super Bowl?
I seem to remember. And I remember that really super sexy quarterback for the 49ers actually threw a costly interception late in the game. I seem to remember that. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, that's his name. So they've got a great squad there. And they also have, let me think, they have like 9 running backs on the roster. So why not draft another one here? But in reality, where are we going here with the San Francisco 49ers?
I'm going to go Jerry Jeudy. I genuinely believe he's going to be the first wide receiver off the board. I think he can go here. And I think the 49ers could still get themselves a very valuable corner at their 31st pick. Going and reaching on a guy like Gladney may happen. Honestly, I wouldn't take out of the cards that Terrell could be picked here. So it's definitely an open book selection here. But I think Jerry Jeudy goes without too much question, in all honesty.
Okay, so now my pick is back up on the board. I got the Jumbo Jets after trading with the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers moved to 11, and now we have 14. So the Jets, like we said, I don't think they're going to take a tackle. There's no tackles here right now. The big 4 are gone. Josh Jones is still on the board, but they're not going to reach up and pick him. They're going to pick a wide receiver, whether it's Ruggs, whether it's Lamb. Who really knows? To be honest, I'd probably go with Lamb here, and that's who I'm going to pick for the Jets. But I would not be surprised if Ruggs was the pick here, since I think all 3 of them most teams think of very highly. So I'm going to go with Lamb here. So now the Broncos are on the pick at 15. Does anyone dispute the fact that I picked Lamb and thought I should have picked Ruggs?
I do not. I think Lamb's going to be the best receiver in this draft.
I'm slowly changing my mind again. I think Judy's my number 1. I mainly picked him there first is because I think he's just going to be the first guy off. I think Adam Gase likes he loves his speed. We know that. He loves his speed. So there's no way in hell he won't go and grab some. I think CeeDee Lamb really does provide some very dynamic wide receiver play. But Ruggs definitely could have been selected, but I'm not going to argue it too hard.
Okay.
The reason I think Lamb is going to be the best receiver in this class is because if you look at the top 3, you got 2 Alabama guys. If you look at that receiving core for Alabama, it's absolutely insane. There's probably 3, maybe 4 first-round picks in that receiving core.
Yeah, Waddle and Smith will be first next year.
Yeah, so you can't just you can't double team one guy. You have to single coverage pretty much every guy. And if they run like a 4 wide receiver set, it's done from there. So So I think that they won't be as successful in the NFL as they were in college because they're not going to have as many distractions from them as they did in college. And sometimes they may be double teamed.
Real quick, it's just Waddle and Smith were true freshmen in 2018 when Judy was dominating in his sophomore campaign. So I really do believe he can do it separately. I do not really believe in Ruggs more than just the fact that he's a speed guy. And then my only complaint for Lamb is who the fuck did he face cornerback wise? I mean, I love the Big 12 as much as every other.
Gladney.
Yeah, I mean, he faced Gladney. I don't have the stats to back that, but I mean, more or less, I think he's leaning on his Texas tape, which is fine. He's still my wide receiver too, so I'm not even going to jump all over him. But
all right,
because he played Fulton. So yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Okay, so at number 15, the Denver Broncos are on the clock after the Jumbo Jets went with CeeDee Lamb. So where are the Denver Broncos looking here? Are they going wide receiver, or are they looking somewhere else?
The Denver Omelets.
Well, the last time I was on the clock, I took a very controversial pick that I know I'm going to get plenty of hate for from you guys and the comments, but more the comments. But this time I'm just going to go with the obvious one and just say Henry Ruggs from Alabama because I feel like he's a perfect pair with Courtland Sutton, who's the big possession receiver. He's the number one receiver. Henry Ruggs is that number two guy.
Yeah,
as he was to Jerry Jeudy.
I mean, I'm not going to call it a bad pick at all because I really do believe they'll dynamify. That's not a word? Fuck it. It'll make their offense a lot better. Really kind of add more dynamic to it. I think quarterback is 100% an option as well. So I wouldn't take out of the cards that Gladney could have been picked there. But I'm not going to hate on it. 3 straight wide receivers could definitely happen. So you see that kind of setting up.
All right. So now at number 16, the Mr. Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock after they traded back. I seem to remember. Who are they picking here?
Khan and his beautiful mustache. That's the only thing I like about that organization. The man's an absolute dealer, dealing away everyone that he has for way too undervalued. Fuck you, Jacksonville. Put you in a coffin there. I think they're going to take Javon Kinlaw. Do I think he'll reach the Cowboys? No, because if the Jaguars move back with this pick, which is definitely feasible, they're still going to go after that defense. Kinlaw is a perfect replacement for Campbell. It's almost like a glove fit. I keep going back to that reference. What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyways, I think Kinlaw is a really good pick here. Honestly, a really dominant SEC defensive lineman.
So now the Dallas Cowboys are up at pick number 17. Now the guys I was looking for here was Kinlaw, but he's gone. So now it's between Chason and Mr. Fulton. So right here, I think I am going to go with Fulton. I don't know if anyone disagrees with that pick, but that's what I'm looking. What do you think, Andrew, considering you're the Cowboys fan here?
Well, if I'm the Cowboys here and I'm looking at who's on the board, I'm trading back. Because, I mean, I don't know if Clavon Chason will still be there, but I'm kind of honestly, if the Cowboys can trade back to like 19 or 20, like right in front of the Eagles, I can see them taking Justin Jefferson just to kind of rub it into the Eagles a little bit. And plus, the Cowboys need that number 3 receiver because we don't have anybody besides Cooper and Gallup because we lost Tavon and we lost Cobb. So, and like Justin Jefferson, he ran a 4.38 or something like that. We need that good speed in there in the slot, and he's big too.
Why all you Cowboys fans want wide receivers? I'm like, y'all don't have corners. Thank you for Byron Jones, by the way. If I'm the Vikings, I 100% want this pick because there's a guy still on the board that I think could have been gone by now. So if you want 22, I'll definitely wheel and deal you a trade here.
All right, yeah, no, we can move back though. But I think who would you pick here if you had to make the pick though? Would you have went Chason, or I think I would have went with Fulton? What would you have done?
I want Chason.
Okay. All right, I'll move back. So you're the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
That's
Cowboys. The very end of the alphabet.
And the Vikings. I know the alphabet is hard. So we're getting 22. And what do you want to give me? Third? Second?
I'll give you the early third, and I'll throw in a seventh because that'll get Jerry all nice and hard.
Gotta love Jerry.
Gotta love Jerry World.
Why do the Vikings not like this? Whatever, get the fucking 7th out of here. We'll go with the late 7th.
Do they want an elite corner? Like shit, they have no one.
All right.
If the Cowboys trade down to like 22, I could see them taking maybe Gladney.
The fuck.
That's fine. I'll just switch it. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, so I just don't understand. Oh, no, I was just going to mention the trade. Anyways, we'll jump off of it. So if I'm moving up here, there's two cornerbacks I'm very interested in. It's Fulton and Gladney. I guess it's just flavor of the day. Who do I want to take here? I feel like Gladney's just I don't really know where his hype is at kind of in the NFL in the scouting perspective and where teams are looking at. I know Fulton's been on people's boards for a while. I don't know. It's kind of a challenging pick. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have an opinion on which cornerback you take, but that's 100% the route I'm taking.
I don't really have any opinion, to be honest with you. What do you think, Andrew?
I just think that Gladney would probably be the best option here because, like, at 22, because, like, I've watched some of his tape opposing to Fulton. I watched Fulton when he played, I think it was Alabama, and he put up a good fight, but there were just some times where he just couldn't. He wasn't the lockdown guy.
The issue with him is like he just doesn't choose to tackle a lot, which is, I guess, fine. The one thing I do really like about him is he is a turnover maker, which is good when you have an offense that's so passing and effective like Kirk Cousins. Plus, if you want to kind of just drop Kirk Cousins' ego and just overall pride in himself as a person, you can just have them play against each other in practice and just have Fulton intercept them the whole time. That's a quick roast. I think I'm going to go Gladney here, though.
Okay. We're going to go with Mr. Jeffrey Gladney of TCU, cornerback. So now at number 18, the Miami Dolphins are back on the clock. It's not my pick, but I'm a Dolphins fan, so we got Tua God on the roster. Where are we looking? Whoever's pick this is.
It's my pick.
Okay. So don't do us dirty here. Come on.
Move us back, Andrew.
Move you back for what?
Vikings want to trade up.
Vikings want to trade up. Didn't you guys already trade up?
Hey, I need you to not pander right now. I need you to just trade me up. Let's go.
Trade you up. Okay. Let me evaluate my options here because I'm looking at team needs. Kermore, it says offensive tackle, which
Andrew,
I'm not
swear to fuck if you get Josh Jones, I'm gonna put you through a table as a Dolphin fan.
Exactly. That's why I'm not drafting Josh Jones here. That's
Andrew,
why
swear to fuck if you get a safety, I'm gonna put you through a fucking table.
Okay, you know what? I'm trading back then. All right, let's go.
So you may be like, Tyler, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to tell you what the hell I'm doing. They have no corners on their roster. So I'm going to double stack. Fuck you, Vikings. You guys know you need this. Quit just punching yourself in the dick here and just take the pick. Come on. So
Vikings fans don't have those.
Did you – wait. Oh, yeah, it's the Dolphins trading back.
You know, if I didn't have such a big fear of tables, I would have taken Del Pitt here.
3. Nick, I'm going to kill you. I want the 3rd pick. Let's go.
Yeah, but they didn't even accept it with the 4, so how are they going to accept it with the 3?
Oh, fuck it. They will. What?
No, they won't. It's okay. We'll reorganize it because that's how this works. We're all good. But, yeah, if I'm the Dolphins here, I would have probably went with a safety. But that's just me.
I mean, I see it. I see it as a feasible option, but again, you need so much. Let's get as much capital as possible. I don't really think they – what?
They don't want it.
Tyler.
We'll throw you a 7th. Let's see if it works.
What would you do if the Vikings drafted DeAndre Swift?
Whatever. Fuck this. You know, we're not trading back.
You should not say that.
Let the Dolphins pick him.
That's easy.
Let the Dolphins pick? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You're picking.
Oh, okay. Now that I think about it, I do see that DeAndre Swift is there and Grant Delpit.
Shut up. Don't fuck with me. I'm going – Andrew, I would much rather you take than over fucking DeAndre Swift right now.
But who? I'm thinking. Let's see.
Andrew, there's not much to think about. Read 3 names down.
Delpit, really?
Replace Minka with a safety. Replace Minka's pick with a safety.
When I think it comes to pure safety, I think McKinney's better. But when it comes to ball hawk, Delpit is better. So for the Dolphins' sake, I'm going to take Delpit here because Lord knows that they need turnovers just to get the offense back on the field, and hopefully Tua doesn't get destroyed and injured, and you guys have to play Fitzmagic again.
That's what next year. We're playing Fitzmagic all year, baby. Come on. Let's get
we're playing Rosen this year. Get out of here. All right, so at 19, the Raiders are back on the clock after selecting Mr. Justin Herbert, the pervert, at pick 12. So what are we looking here at number 19?
So is this? I think this is my pick. All right, that's dopalicious. Who'd we take? Well, we take. Oh God, you fucking took her. Andrew, Andrew's just setting me up for these fucking picks right now. Oh my God. Okay, they need corner. I'm not gonna go wide receiver. Raiders, y'all can roast Andrew. Andrew's the reason you aren't getting a wide receiver in this draft. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Okay, you mentioned me in the comments. You go, Tyler. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this team at 19. So this is why I got to go Fulton here. Go ahead and get your proven winners, John Gruden. Always draft Super Bowl winners. National champion winners. There we go, Tyler. Good recovery. It'll only take you a few seconds.
All right. So now at number 20, the Jacksonville Jaguars are back on the clock after getting Javon Kinlaw at pick 16. Go Cox. So now it is my pick, and I'm going to be going with, since there does not seem to be any corners available that I think they would pick here unless they reach up and draft Terrell. Does anyone think that that is even possible, or does that just sound dumb?
Hold on.
There, I would consider a corner.
Nick.
Yeah.
Would you consider trading down with me, with the Saints? Because you see, pick number 23, Jordan Love, because with pick number 23, the Patriots could take Jordan Love, and for some reason, I just got a gut feeling that the Saints want Jordan Love.
They're gonna get a linebacker. I'm dying right now, guys. It's over.
No, honestly, I disagree with what Andrew said, but I don't think that's completely false. Why you don't think the Saints would? Breeze is only here for one more year, right? So you have to.
Because he already signed to something with NBC.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like this year, they're going all out for the Super Bowl, so they're not going to have a high draft pick for a quarterback next year.
Well, that's my point though. If they're going all out for the Super Bowl, why not get a guy that's going to contribute to that right now instead of a backup quarterback?
But look, wait. Look, if you look at their roster, they have one of the best rosters in the NFL. Like they got Malcolm Jenkins. This offseason, like their roster is probably like one of the rosters that has the least amount of holes. So I feel like they are primed for that Super Bowl run as they think. And so here I'd say that they would trade up, trying to jump the Patriots, and take Love, have him sit behind Breeze for a year.
I mean, I'll do it as the Jaguars. I don't give a fuck. So I'll do it.
Because you were saying that there's you don't see any corners left.
Well, it's linebacker that I'm interested in. I mean, I would take Kenneth Murray without or Patrick Queen. I'm still someone that's open to it. I just don't think they have the capital. And that third pick, the fourth pick, I mean, you're looking at Eason there or Gordon. Because, I don't really think they're a team that's going to be interested in Fromm. I just don't know if they're going to waste that capital on it.
We'll see if it works. If it works, then we'll go with it. But I don't think they'd give up more than that, to be honest with you. It worked, so that's what we're doing here. So the Saints move up to draft Jordan Love. Correct, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jordan sir. Love. We are going to get a lot of shit for this, but it is okay. Jordan Love, quarterback.
We're doing it for fun.
Utah State.
We're going to find some Saints fans in his audience today.
We're having some fun. So now at number 21, the Philadelphia Eagles are up to bat. Are they going to be drafting Justin Jefferson, or are they going somewhere else?
Not with Warren there. I'm crying.
Okay. Hear me out. I love Kenneth Murray too much to do this to him. Justin Jefferson.
What?
Okay. It's okay. For once, I'm going with the fans' point of view here. Because if we pick anything but receiver, the Eagles fans are going to. I already have enough stuff with the Saints fans and the Raiders fans, so I don't need anything else more with the Eagles fans. So I'm giving them what they want, and that's a receiver.
All right, that makes a lot of sense, I guess, if you don't want to get too much.
Philadelphia is a garbage city. Their fans are pieces of shit. Next question. Now we got shit with everyone. Let's go.
One exception, Rocky Balboa. One exception.
Yeah, we love Rocky. So at number 22, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. It is now my pick, and Mr. Chason fell to us, so that's who we're going to be picking here. Pretty simple. Quick maths. Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees. Happy 420.
Rice Krispies.
Now at number 23, I am back yet again on the clock. The New England Deflatriots are on the clock. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that they are going to select either Patrick Queen or Kenneth Murray here. The real question is, which one is it, and is that just completely false to you?
I don't think so. I think they're in a position where they're going to move back. Chason's not their pick. They're not going to get a quarterback. They aren't going to get wide receiver after the debacle of last year's first round pick for the wide receiver. What teams do I have that I'm allowed to do this with? Can I move the? I'm gonna move the Ravens up.
Okay. So you don't think that the Patriots could pick Matos or the Bond?
No, it'd be a reach when they know they can trade back for the Ravens and get those guys at the same value.
So is that your pick or is that Andrew's pick?
Oh, that's his pick.
Okay.
Yeah, I have full control over the Ravens, and I'm gonna get you a linebacker that probably could go top 15 and all.
Trade Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, 1.
He's a running back.
3. Don't send them at 2. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Dude, that's not how it works in the real NFL. All right, the Patriots accepted it. They got on the phone. I forgot his name. Mr. Kraft was getting a bit of a rub and tug, but he accepted the phone call mid-draft. So now at 23, the Baltimore Ravens are up to pick. Tyler, who are they picking?
Kenneth Murray.
Okay. Sounds
Easy.
good.
Yeah.
They need a linebacker, and they're going to get the best one outside of Simmons in this class. So, boom.
Okay.
All right, now. Oh, you can go, Andrew.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to make this statement right now. Kenneth Murray is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yet you didn't take him with the fucking Saints pick. I'm going to kill you.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time, Tyler. Wouldn't be the first time.
Dude, Chase Young's going to get like 40 sacks this year. No fucking cap.
Yeah, and he's going to break Carson Wentz's tiny leg. At 24, Jacksonville Jaguars are up to pick. This is my pick, I believe, because I traded it back. Correct. So right here, we are going to go with safety, Xavier McKinney. Does anyone dispute this? And I don't really care because I'm going to pick him, but does anyone dispute it?
Nope.
I do not.
Okay. There's no corner here. I mean, Terrell. I almost lost my glasses. That was almost the end of my career, guys. No, McKinney needs to be the pick here. I'm full sending that one.
Okay, so now at 25, the Minnesota Vikings are on the board. They already drafted a corner previously. They traded up, and they selected – where is he? Am I just blind? Yeah, I'm blind, clearly. They selected Mr. Jeff Gladney, cornerback out of TCU at 17, so now they're back up at 25. Where are the Minnesota Vikings going?
AJ Terrell.
AJ Terrell.
Roast me in the comments.
Double dipping?
Roast me in the comments, but also when you roast me, please look at your depth chart for cornerback. It's an absolute clown show. Go get another corner. Now you're set. You got 2 first-round corners. You don't have to mess around with it later. The cornerbacks drop off. They drop off. There's like 3 more good ones in this upper tier. You got to go get one. You just have to, and you get a really good one here with Terrell. Now you got a double stack, and you aren't falling apart in that position.
Okay, Andrew, you got any thoughts on that or no?
I mean, I was actually kind of surprised by it, but now that after hearing Tyler's case, I completely agree with him here.
They just have no one. I genuinely believe they have like 2 corners on the roster right now, which is not enough to field a roster, number one. And you knew you had to establish it early while the tier is still good, because it will drop off with your later picks. Then you can get your edge. Then you can get your wide receiver. The wide receiver class is so much deeper than the corners. The corners are only at the top. You got to go get them, stack them. And again, if you want to argue with me in the comments, Vikings fans, please look at your depth chart. I'm doing you a favor by doing this.
Yeah, I mean, you said they had 2 corners on the depth chart, but one of those corners you already drafted in Jeff Gladney. They literally have no one out there. It's just a fucking wasteland. It's like Revis Island, except for that's the whole defense. It's just one guy. So now at 26, my Miami Dolphins are on the clock. It is my pick. I want to pick Jonathan Taylor because he is my favorite running back by far, but I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm going to protect Mr. Tua God and draft either Cesar Ruiz or Josh Jones. Who is it? I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to pick Josh Jones, offensive tackle of Houston. Is there any debate that it should be Ruiz? Probably. What do you think?
I want to make a case real quick. I want to go Ruiz because I think the drop-off we traded the 39. So the 56 pick that we have, the drop-off at tackle is not as large as the drop-off from interior linemen at the 56 pick. Now, once when you get past the second round, the tackles are god-awful. But I'd much rather take the interior lineman now and then address the tackle. Because if you look at the tackle, if you pull it up on the positions, and you kind of look at who will be there on the 56 pick, just to strategize this. Tagovaiola there. Niang's going to be there. Austin Jackson may fall. Looking around that 56 pick, when you look at interior offensive lineman, bottom left, there you go. After you get past Ruiz, you're getting the best interior offensive lineman in the class. Cushionberry is okay. I don't think he's going to be there. I genuinely believe the Bengals will stack him with Burrow. So go ahead and get your interior offensive lineman now. Get your tackle later.
Andrew, do you have any thoughts on this before I decide who I want?
I mean, Josh Jones, he's a good tackle. Cesar Ruiz, he's a great center. Just one thing that when you were showing the interior offensive line, I don't understand why Tyler Biadasz was so low.
That's fucking
from
true,
Wisconsin.
actually. Tyler Biadasz is so good. I very much underrated. I do not think he's going to go that late in real NFL draft.
Yeah, he'll probably go like late second round, maybe mid second round.
That's true.
Okay.
Third round if it's at least. Maybe not.
Okay, so Tyler has changed my mind. We're going to go with Cesar Ruiz here, even though I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins were here and picked Josh Jones. I wouldn't be surprised about that, but we're going to go with Mr. Cesar God Ruiz, interior offensive lineman, center of the Michigan Wolverines. Now, 27,
Nick,
the Seattle. Yeah.
Would you be happy with either?
Would I be happy with either? You think I care about the offensive line? I just hope Tua doesn't die. That's all I care about.
Okay, so.
All right, so at 27, the Seattle Seahawks are on the board. Where are they going here?
So it is my pick.
Indeed.
And okay, so I'm thinking, and then as I'm going down the line, I see a guy named Yetur Gross Matos.
You gotta be more attacking on that name. Uturi.
Yetur Gross Matos.
Brazilian mode.
Yes, because they're losing Clowney, and they just need help for pass rusher, to be honest. Like, because who else do they have? Well, now that they lost one.
Clowney.
Clowney might come back on like some bitch ass deal because he's not gonna get a deal anywhere else.
Either way,
maybe Tennessee. But.
So.
Okay. So at 28, it is my pick. Oh no, it's not my pick. The New England Deflatriots are on the board. Where are we looking for the kings of football? No longer the Patriots.
Man, I mean, Matos was probably going to be my pick.
I'm killing you.
Quarterback, wide receiver, you could touch on. I'm not going to go there. I don't think they're a team that takes wide receiver. Honestly, Patrick Queen's still there, and yeah, I could take Epinesa, who kind of is a Patriot guy. Honestly, you know what? That's going to be my move. I'm going to take AJ Epinesa here. He's not a 3-down kind of horse. I mean, that's what they were forcing him to do last year. It was the year before that when he was just rotational kind of player, and he was absolutely dominant. Is when they pushed him to 3 downs, and he just kind of fell off the rails a little bit. So you're basically getting Michael Bennett with AJ Epinesa. Belichick will use him correctly. I think it's a really solid pick for them.
Okay, so the Patriots go with edge rusher AJ Epinesa out of Iowa. Now the Tennessee Titans are on the clock. The team that absolutely mollywopped and ended Tom Brady's Patriots career. Now they're on the board. Derrick Henry ran a train on them. Will they draft a running back to replace Derrick Henry? In my opinion, no, even though I think it would be pretty funny. Like, Derrick Henry would probably just hang himself from the ceiling if that occurred. So right now, the Tennessee Titans are on the board. And did we take my man Bond? We did not. So is anyone opposed to the Tennessee Titans picking Bond here? You are.
No, I was that. Go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead.
Okay. So Conklin's gone. He went to the Browns. I don't know why. Why would anyone ruin their career by going to the Browns? Ugh. They're going to get blamed for so many sacks that Baker just forces on himself. Anyways, you need an offensive tackle to replace him. You need a run offensive tackle that's going to actually block for them. My move's Isaiah Wilson. He's been climbing up boards. He's been on my board very high for a long time. I very much back him as a run blocking tackle. The counter to Andrew Thomas, absolute dominant Georgia offensive line. I really, really like him as the right tackle to replace Conklin. And I think it's needed when you're going to run out Derrick Henry 20-plus times a game.
Okay, so Andrew, what are you thinking?
Isaiah Wilson, he's a good tackle. So is Josh Jones. But I honestly love the pick of Bond. I don't know why he's at 39. I think he's probably at least the 28th best player in this draft.
Okay, so, it's my fucking pick. So I'm going with my boy Zach Bond, edge rusher out of Wisconsin. So now at number 30, the Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads are up. Are they going to jerk their fans off and pick a wide receiver? Are they going to bend them over and not give them a reach around at pick 30 and not pick one?
Let's see here.
Patrick Queen. This is not even a debate. He's still here. Andrew. Fucking listen.
Tyler.
Oh, my God.
I swear. Why do you keep reading my mind for these later round picks?
Fucking correct. Fucking draft Patrick Queen.
Sir, I'm here just about to say, I see something I like, linebacker Patrick Queen, but you were over here threatening to kill me, or throw me through tables.
It's okay.
I'll throw you through a fucking wall too.
All right. So at number 30, the Green Bay Packers do not decide to pleasure their fans, and they go with Patrick Queen, linebacker, probably the better decision out of LSU. So now at 31, the worst team in football, yet again, up to make their pick. Shout out to you 49ers fans who are already pissed off in the comments. Don't be mad.
They're trading down.
You think they're going to trade down?
They're trading down.
Mike Shanahan's a better coach than Kyle Shanahan. Get fucked.
I mean, it's quite obvious that they're trading down here because, you've heard other reports that they're either trading down one of these 2 first-round picks. It's a complete other guarantee. But the real question is here: who's trading into the first round?
The Steelers.
For what?
Let's draft a new running back because James Conner is just not that guy.
So it's my team. Technically, go Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins. The Dolphins trading in? Okay.
Go 2. And don't go the 4. Double stack the 5s. 2. I don't care. What? I do one of the 5s. That's like 6 picks of difference between that between the 31st and.
Yeah.
What do they want me to do? Like fucking blow them? My God! Keep with it.
I mean, if that offer's on the table, I mean,
I'm not. No, I am keeping with it. I'm just switching the order. So we're not changing it. So the Dolphins.
Well, he's doing the trades. What are some other teams that would think would change?
Here's my kind of move here, right? So we decided, hey, let's not take Isaiah Wilson because maybe we just hate ourselves. And you may be like, Tyler, you were just hyping the fuck out of him. Let's go with him. Let's get hyped, Dolphins fans, on your feet. No fucking way. Okay, Josh Jones is the pass. He's the more pass blocking tackle. Look, Ryan Fitzpatrick is an absolute slinger. If they don't go running back, which they won't in the first round, they're smart. They're going to go ahead and get themselves an offensive tackle, Josh Jones. Yeah, again, the reason why I take him over Isaiah Wilson is it's the pass blocking. I'd much rather have that for the Dolphins offense. That's what they showed they like to do over the run blocking tackle. I love that. They have themselves 2 starting linemen to go along with Tua. They saved his career at least a little bit, and they got Delpit, right? Remember that? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we'll go back. So the Dolphins had 4 picks in the first round. We went with Mr. Tua, Delpit, Ruiz, and then Josh Jones. So an absolute snag by the Dolphins. Now at pick number 32, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl winners. Shout out to Andy Reid. To me, I want them to go a corner. I want to go Trayvon Diggs, but is anyone opposed to that? Does anyone want someone different?
I'm good.
I
love it.
Okay, so we are going to conclude the draft or the final pick of the first round. Obviously, there's a bunch more rounds to go, but we ain't doing those because that gets a bit too complicated. Now, the Chiefs select Mr. Trayvon Diggs, cornerback out of Alabama, and the draft is complete. Real quick, I'm going to recap the whole draft, read it off, and I'll get your guys' thoughts on anything you guys want to talk about, and then we'll end the video. So at 1, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow. At 2, Chase Young goes to the Redskins. 3 is Tua to the Dolphins. 4, Simmons to the Giants. 5, Okudah goes to the Lions. 6, Wirfs is selected by the LA Superchargers. 7, Derek Brown to the Carolina Panthers. 8, Mekhi Becton to the Cardinals. 9, the Falcons trade up to get CJ Henderson. At 10, the Browns select Andrew Thomas. 11, Wills to the Buccaneers. 12, the Raiders select Justin Herbert, even though Andrew is going to get absolutely bodied in the comment section. 13, the 49ers select Jerry Jeudy. At number 14, the Jumbo Jets select CeeDee Lamb. At 15, Ruggs to the Broncos. 16, Kinlaw to the Jags. 17, Gladney to the Vikings. 18, Delpit to the Dolphins. 19, Kristen Fulton to the Raiders. 20, Jordan Love to the Saints. Yet again, Andrew's getting thrown through a table. At 21, Justin Jefferson to the Eagles. At 22, Chason to the Cowboys. At 23, Kenneth Murray goes to the Baltimore Ravens. 24, Xavier McKinney to the Mr. Jacksonville Jaguars. At 25, the Vikings select A.J. Terrell. 26, Miami trades up and gets – oh, no, that was our normal pick. Cesar Ruiz, 27. Gross Matos goes to the Seahawks. 28, A.J. Epinesa to the Patriots. 29, Zach Bond to the Tennessee Titans. 30, Green Bay Packers select Patrick Queen. The Dolphins trade into the first round yet again. 4 picks. Mr. Josh Jones, get hype, baby. And at 32, the Kansas City Chiefs select Trayvon Diggs. So are there any thoughts on this draft that you guys would like to share before we end the video?
Hell yeah. Go fucking Dolphins, baby. That's it.
Okay, so if I was the Cowboys at 22, screw Clavon Chason. Give me the defensive rookie of the year, Kenneth Murray. Give me the defensive rookie of the year, Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray wouldn't be on the board there. Anyways,
At 22,
I will bet you right now that he won't. Andrew, I'm going to put you through a table.
I'm 16. I can't legally gamble.
Oh, that's reasonable. We didn't get it. Nick?
All right, so thank you guys all for watching this video. Make sure you guys click I have nothing to say about this. Go Dolphins. Make sure, Dolphins, I'm talking to you. I'm going to talk
Go
directly
Cowboys.
to you. You're watching this video. Brian Flores, B Flows, he's
Right.
watching this video.
Right.
He knows that we
Good
need
luck,
to he needs to let me and Tyler draft our team. That's what he needs to do. And Andrew. That's what he needs to call us up. Get us on the Zoom call. We'll pick your team. This
Let
was
the
an
Raiders let
amazing-
me draft for them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
come on, Andrew.
For sure. The Dolphins made a great picks. Make sure we do this on Thursday. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out Andrew's Instagram in the comments. Andrew, do you have anything else besides your Instagram that you want me to plug?
I do not, but guys, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you guys subscribe.
That is true. Check out Tyler on Twitter. Check out Tyler. Do you got anything else?
Tyler Moss, NFL. Kiss your moms. Tell your sister I said hi. That's all for me.
Okay. Tell your sister I said hi as well. She loves me. Goodbye.